Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, so what's going on with Capricorn? And who needs to hear a message? Six of Wands, Two of Pentacles, oh, okay. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So I feel like you're trying to find that balance with work, right? That right now you're not really finding that balance between work and home life and friendships and personal time and relationships and, you know, whatever else that it is that you have going on. I feel like you're struggling with that. Like you're trying to figure out how to balance all of those things. There may be a new job that you started, or it may be a new business, or maybe it's that you want to start something new. You want to start your own business, or you want to start something, and it's like trying to find that time to juggle everything. I almost feel like with this reverse Nine of Pentacles, I kind of feel like maybe you're really tired, like you're like you've overextended yourself, like you're trying, like it's becoming exhausting and it's becoming like overwhelming, and it's like you have so much on your plate that it's maybe starting to affect you. Like you're just sometimes when we're tired and we're overwhelmed, like we can't think clearly, like we're in survival mode, right? It's like, I'm just trying to get through the day, right? I'm just trying to get past this. So we have the Ace of Swords, and then we have the Hangman. And I feel like it may be time letting go, right? The Hangman is letting go of these things. I feel like it's maybe time to delegate. It might be time to let go of things. It might be time to maybe looking at what it is that you have on your plate and seeing those things. Okay, what do I need to adjust? Sometimes we just are so busy just trying to get through the day that sometimes we need to just step back and just kind of maybe even just like write down everything that you have on your plate and seeing what are those things that you can adjust that will help you to feel more balance, that will help you to feel not so overwhelmed and to help you to feel like the Ten of Cups. And to get your fire and to get your passion back, right? To get your energy back. I feel like you're really drained. I feel like you're tired. I feel like you're overwhelmed. I feel like you have a lot on your plate. I find that for me, if I have a lot on my mind, for me personally, I find that writing things down of everything that I need to do, or, you know, sometimes it's phone calls you have to make, or it's things that I need to do in the future, making sure that I get those things done, you know, having that, either that list in your phone. A lot of people like to use apps on their phone to keep yourself organized. Sometimes we're like, oh, I'll just keep it all in my head. But then your head gets overwhelmed, right? You've got so much stuff in there and you're like, oh, I want to make sure I don't forget this and I don't forget that. And that becomes very overwhelming. And I feel like it's kind of for you to take those actions to either put that in your planner, to write it down on paper, to put it in your phone, organize it in your notes, kind of getting that out of your head. Sometimes I find that when I'm driving, I'm able to really think clearly. And it's like, well, you know, you're at a stoplight, so you make a quick note to yourself, or you know, use your phone and you're like, okay, let me just say this, and then when I have time to sit down and listen to it, then I can kind of sort through all of my thoughts and then go from there. So I feel like I just feel this overwhelming, like so much stuff on your plate that has to be maybe let go of some things, or reorganized, or freed up more time. All right, we have the King of Pentacles, right? So I do feel that it has to do with work, business. And then we have the King of Wands, and we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, just feeling really tired, feeling overwhelmed. But I feel like you're feeling like it's time to get control of the situation, that you've let it go for too long, that you're feeling really tired, but I feel it's very important to have that time to just rest and kind of turn it off for a minute. I feel like you're so tired that you're not able to think clearly about a situation. And like I was saying, that when we're tired, sometimes we just kind of do things, but we're like, oh, I didn't think that through. So I feel like it's being patient before you take action, before you do anything, to think about things before you take actions on something, right? Because you're tired, that you may not make the best decision when you're tired with this situation. All right. So that way you can have making a decision with a clear head. I feel like that's what this reading is being able to make a decision with a clear head, and that knowing that your decision moving forward is something that you've thought through and you've taken time before you move forward on something. And I feel like it's bringing some change into your life, right? It's letting go of some things, and then it's moving past some things. But I also feel like it's kind of having more of a schedule that you feel is better for you. It could also be with finances. Like maybe you're feeling overwhelmed with finances, trying to pay bills and trying to get everything, paid. And sometimes it could just be about creating a budget, right? Seeing where that money goes. I find that for me personally, that really helps me a lot. To see where the money's going, so that way I can feel like I have more control of it. And maybe that may be something that you need to do. And that helps you to feel better. That makes you feel like you have something like more in control. Or maybe there's something that you want to do, and you want to have that kind of account where you just put money aside, right, for yourself for the future. If it's something that you want to purchase, and you're like, okay, I'm going to put money aside each week and build up to that. Sometimes it can be frustrated if even if we just take $1 and we put it aside, right, in our fund jar. Sometimes if we're always working, we're feeling like all I'm doing is working to pay bills, and that can become overwhelming. It's like, well, let me just put this dollar, let me just put this change, right? And over time, that starts to build up, and then you have your fun money jar, and you're like, oh, yay, like I get to do something fun with this. Or again, it could just be, kind of rescheduling your time, those things that you're focusing on, so that you can feel calmer. I just feel like a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety here. And sometimes we just have to step back, like I'm saying with the Hangman. Sometimes we just have to step back, and we have to reorganize our schedule. We have to reorganize, and what we have going on. Could be reaching out to somebody that can help you. Sometimes we like to feel like we can do everything ourselves, right? We're like, oh, I'll take care of it. We keep piling more things on our plate, but it's like, oh, I can't handle anymore. So maybe there's somebody that you need to reach out to that can help you. Or just, I feel like this could be learning. It could be researching. Sometimes when we have something that overwhelms us, I find that if you can research it and find out about it, I feel like that helps you feel calmer, that helps you feel like you're more in control, that helps you feel like, okay, I have an understanding of what's going on here, of this situation, of what this will involve, right? And that helps you to feel better about the situation instead of just kind of going into it blindly and being overwhelmed by it. So it could be research. I feel like this Knight of Cups is representing research. Finding something out, looking something up. So I feel like that's That's what's going on there. And then that helps you to feel better. It could be, again, have to do with money because we have the Ace of Pentacles here. And then for this card, it's the coin is coming into the person's hand. Could be other people helping you, right? Because the Five of Pentacles is like feeling alone, but then asking for help. And it could be that having this clarity and reaching out or researching, like that helps you to feel better. And that maybe it has to do with a job, and then money starts coming in for you. So it could be that too. But I feel like you have to take an action about something, but making sure that your mind is clear before you take action doing it, right? And maybe researching helps you to get that clarity so that when you make the decision about this thing that you need to do, whether it's something that you need to let go or to find that balance within the different areas of your life, that making sure that you make the decision that's right for you with a clear head. Because I just feel like you're tired and overwhelmed now. And it's what are those things that you can do so that you're not feeling overwhelmed? For some reason, I was thinking for someone maybe getting an assistant, right? Someone that can assist you, whether it's a friend or a family member. Like maybe if you have a lot of things that you have to do, right? Or maybe it's like you're packing or you're kind of trying to rearrange and you're like, hey, can you come over and help me for a couple hours, right? Just to get this done so I feel like I can get this off my plate because I'm overwhelmed by it, you know, whatever, if that may represent what's going on for you. But again, I feel like feeling overwhelmed, finding that balance, making sure you rest so that you are clear with your decision on what it is that you need to do. If it's researching, reaching out, having someone that will help you, whatever those things that you need to take action on so that you can feel calmer about the situation and that you can move forward with a clear head. And I feel like that really makes you feel a lot better about what it is that you need to do. Wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. This could just be about, like I was saying up here, is a new business or new opportunity, something that you want to research, something that you want to do. Maybe you've had a career, right? Maybe you want to do a career change and you're like, oh, it's something that's been on my mind that I've been wanting to do because I feel like I'm not at my full potential where I am right now. And maybe it was something that you've always wanted to pursue or you always wanted to do. So now I feel like maybe it's time to take action for that, right? But I feel like by doing some research on it, and that helps you to say, yeah, I think this is something that I want to do, or no, this is not what I want to do. This is not what I was thinking. And I feel like kind of having that clarity and researching it and figuring that out helps you to decide what it is that you want to do. And if you want to do it, then you can take that action to move forward on it because you kind of have a plan and you're like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to have happen. But it helps you to feel good, right? It helps you to feel good because you're pursuing something that you've wanted to do, whether it's a career change, maybe it's going back to school, maybe it's getting some certificates. For some reason, I'm thinking real estate agent, right? You know, going to school, getting those certificates, getting those licenses, whatever those things that you need in order to... I'm not really sure what you need, but, you know, kind of researching that. How long is it going to take me to go to school? How long is it going to take me before I can be certified? How long is it going to take, you know, how much work is involved? You know, maybe that's just researching that and finding that out gives you that information and gives you that knowledge. All right. I think it's going to be very rewarding, though. I think it's going to be very rewarding once you start pursuing it. And I feel like even if it's not something that works out, that at least gave you that, hey, I was able to research it and I was able to figure it out for this situation and this didn't work out. But hey, for my next situation, my next thing that I want to do, I know that I can handle this. And it's building that confidence within yourself because each challenge that we have helps us to build our confidence in ourselves. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.